A lot of talk about the baseball itself this week. Eno Sarris and Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic reporting that the league has informed clubs that they are making a slight modification to the baseball for this year, an effort to slightly deaden the baseball. Now, the baseball has been tinkered with throughout the history of the game. I have no problem with that. But I have a question. Why not really do it? Let's do some digging in. We've been beating this drum for a decade. We know the issues. Strikeouts and home runs increasing year after year. The three true outcomes increasing. Now over 35% of all offensive results, the ball is not in play. Ball is not in play at all, 35% of the time. Most every play, there are 7 guys standing out there in the field doing nothing. But what do you do about it? So a while back, I was talking about dead ball baseball, old-timey baseball, making fun of it. All those weird parks, the crazy number of triples, lots of errors and stolen bases, guys hitting 400. And it hit me. Dead ball baseball sounds like a lot of fun. So let's compare 2019, the last full season we played, and 1912, a random dead ball year where we weren't fighting the Great War. Ty Cobb hit 409, Smokey Joe Wood, Walter Johnson, each won 30 games. Sounds kind of fun already. The run scoring isn't all that different. In 2019, 9.7 total runs per game. In 1912, 9.1. Not a huge gap. The fielders got what was called a fielding chance 83 times in the average 1912 game. It's down to 73 now. That's 10 more plays in the field per game in 1912. Not only that, the old boys played with tiny gloves, less than manicured fields. They made 3 times as many errors then as compared to now. More than 3.5 errors per game back in the old days. I'm not saying I want a restriction on gloves, but simple plays to first base used to be a lot more interesting. In fact, use your imagination. The ball is in play 10 more times per game. You're never quite sure if a routine play is going to be made. Guys are running all the time. This is when baseball became big business in this country. It was a fun watch. Here are the biggest differences. In 2019, there was an average of 2.8 homers per game, up from 0.36 in 1912. We're using the same years. The stolen base rate in 1912 was almost identical to today's home run rate. It rounds up to 2.8 per game. It's down to 0.94 per game now. So we used to have almost 3 stolen bases a game. Now it's 1. Big difference in singles, too. In 1912, there were 13.7 singles per game. Now it's down to 10.7. I'm getting to the best part now. Triples. Think of how fun a triple is in a baseball game. The ball is in the gap or rolling around the wall. Players flying around second. There's a relay. We got to play to third. And in 1912, that happened on average just over once per game. 1912, in a major league game, you would see a triple. The rate is now 0.32. Which means, on average, you'd have to go to 3 major league games to see 1 lousy triple. I'm going to round the numbers now to try to sort this out. I know there's a lot of numbers here. In a dead ball baseball game, as compared to now, you would see 10 more fielding plays, 3 more singles, 3 more errors, and 2 more stolen bases per game. You won't see home runs. Seeing a dead ball home run is like seeing a triple now. It happens just every 3rd day. So if this baseball they're trying now really ends up being dead, I know, and it probably won't, but many out there will be calling it a disaster. I say, deaden that baseball and let's see some action. You want to see a dead ball baseball play? Go back to the World Series. This last World Series, bottom of the 9th, Game 4, Brett Phillips with the dinky little single. Fielders forced to field the ball. Mistakes are being made. Randy Arozarena is bold on the base paths. Errors are happening left and right. We've gotten used to making fun of the old stuff in the black and white films, but this is what dead ball baseball is like. And I say, bring it on.